Hey guys, when you're doing investing, it can be stressful, but I like for it to be more stress free. And so I wanted to do this quick presentation, and please stick with me on it because there's a lot of information. Because when you buy real estate, there's layers underneath. I don't think sometimes investors don't think about, but I know what they want, and this is kind of what this is about. What you want. So buying stress free residential real estate with the right form, it can be the best, most consistent way to create solid income and equity. I'm going to explain in detail why I came to this conclusion. Now, I've done almost 1,200 homes, over 1,200 homes, so I understand, what we have to do with residential real estate. And I've also done apartments and all the other stuff. The investor's mission is having real estate income should create income. So if you have real estate that should create income, it should be doing it monthly. Do all your real estate create pretty consistent income? That's another question. Things that need to be considered under the layers underneath each deal is the cost of maintenance. So, for example, a house has one heater, a fourplex has four heaters. What's going to be the difference in maintenance? It's going to be a lot more cost in the maintenance. Tenant turnover. A tenant paying 800 a month or a tenant paying $1,400 a month. Who's the better tenant? So you want to really tenant retention is a big cost that nobody considers because when they move out, guess what? You have to do the cost of rehab or get it rent ready again, which can be a lot of money. But the longer the tenant stays, the more money you make on that. Also, people don't generate that idea because they don't think about the turnover. You have to have resident. You have to look at the turnover of tenants. You also want to look at the equity and income. The cost of purchase, residential homes are a lot less to purchase, and they make great money, especially in Cleveland, Ohio. And then you also want to understand the property management of it. The property management is a lot easier and a lot more consistent with houses. I mean, let's face it, if you have 4, 8, apartments, whatever it is, you've got many moving parts there, and there's a lot of stuff that can go wrong there. Very, very expensive. If you don't have deep pockets for that or partners that you're sharing all your income with, then you've got to really look at, you've got to look at that. I look at homes. I only buy residential homes. I own a bunch myself, and they're just great, consistent income for me and my wife, and we really love it. And so basically, what we do is we look at places that have quality real estate, and people want to live, not that they have to. Average tenant stays 22 months in our homes. That's huge. After 3 years of leasing, we usually sell the property and we do about a 23% return with the combined equity and income. But they're still getting their income every month. Just sold a house on West 156th that the gentleman did almost 36,000 net on the income and made 40,000 on the equity. So there's good money there after 3 years. Beautiful monthly income, and then you cash in at the end. Less maintenance. Again, there's one heater, one water heater. That's it. So you don't have 4, 8, 12, whatever that multiplexes have. The consistent income, it's consistent. I mean, with the 22-month average, we have people that's been in the house for almost 6 years. So it's really consistent. I was talking to a client yesterday who has 3 houses with us for 2 years or more, and all 3 of those have only had one tenant. That's it. So his income has been consistent, and he loves the investment. They're low stress. I mean, you're not deep in debt on this stuff, so you don't have to cough up, thousands of dollars for maintenance. If 2 or 3 heaters go out, you've got some money there. With this, again, they're just low stress because these are better areas that we buy in, and their location is great. And that's why we are so successful at everything that we do. So let's look at 100% of our homes are rented right now. Wow. 170 plus homes. We don't have one vacancy, not one. That's huge. You can't say that for most stuff. You just can't. So when you're looking at that, that's a huge plus. And again, better property management. Easier to do. You're dealing with one tenant, one property, one everything. So it's just a better way. If you have more than 2, you're dealing with a lot of stuff. We do some duplexes and we have some multiplexes. I bought apartment complexes. But you got 72, 76 units in there. That is not going to be easy to do, especially when there's heaters that go out. There's all kinds of stuff that can happen. So you want to consider that when you're buying income real estate, and because really it's investment real estate. It kind of needs to be both. There's less rehab. So, for example, when a tenant does move out, we're anywhere from $4,000 to $6,000 rehab after that, but they still make gobs of money on the net. So that's really, really good, and it's a lower price to purchase. Our stuff ranges from $130,000 with rehab all the way up to $160,000 with rehab, and it's always at least $1,400. It goes. We've got properties up in the $2,200 range, and they're great. We have very, very good retention rate on our tenants. And really, at the end of the day, that's what it's about. Think about it. Investing in real estate needs to be enjoyable and actually create income and equity now, not in the future. I mean, you want, when you get a property and you get it done, you want to start getting checks. And that's what residential real estate does for you. So residential real estate does just that and still creates real wealth. Keep it simple. I mean, really, there's a lot of people out there. Well, if I get 5 or 6 units, 8 units, 9 units, whatever, I can make more income. Not always true. You've got a totally different format there. Again, there's layers. You're going to have all that maintenance. We have a couple, places that needed more, multi-units that need heaters. They've replaced 2 heaters, 3 heaters with a water heater. There's all kinds of costs there. So you don't have that with residential real estate. We usually get all that right at the original rehab. So give me a call. I've done over 1,000 homes and count. I've been doing this a long time. We have a 99.5% success rate. That's amazing. 216-703-5740. 216-703-5740. Or you can get me on WhatsApp. Remember, keep it simple and enjoy your life. Thanks.